Even though he has not always been protected, he's always been a protector.
Broken people saw that signal and done what they thought they needed to do to the request that I was making, and they just chose improperly.
He never told me nothing. I knew nothing about it.
I feel like everyone in my family, in some form or way, has been fondled or molested or raped in some form or fashion.
I couldn't understand how God was in me because I was that.
Larry was tolerated versus celebrated.
There's a wrong way and right way to do everything, and Larry always seemed to choose the wrong way.
Yes, I was drugged and raped, and that happened when I was 17 years old. Misfits have an ability to stick out. But if the misfit accept that they absolutely cannot fit in, then they become someone with an X factor.
Multimedia personality, comedic commentator, songwriter, recording artist, spiritual leader, author, and actor. Larry D. Reid is the founder of the MBN Network, owner of LDR Enterprises based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spiritual leader of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. You can catch Larry Reid on the BET Plus original series Kingdom Business and on American Gangsta Track Queens. Streaming online at BET.plus. The MBN Network is a nonprofit organization based in Atlanta, Georgia. We are a streaming, radio, and ministry network funded by a network of partners that are professionals, technicians, entrepreneurs, and entertainers from around the world. Become a member of Patreon today at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live to gain access to all that the NBN Network has to offer. On Sundays, tune in for prayer, prophecy, and coaching call, available for Patreon members only. Join in on the morning meditation and prayer call, open to the public Monday through Friday. On Monday evenings, catch the digital entertainment news show, Larry Reid Live, as Dr. Reid discusses an array of topics with a raw, humorous, and controversial approach. Get informed and inspired on Tier 2 Tuesdays for Tier 2 Patreon members only. Wednesday night breakdown with Dr. Reid, the virtual prophets, pastoral counselors, and coaches, available for Tier 2 patron members only. Participate in Therapy Thursdays and Financial Fridays for all tiers inside of Patreon only. Saturdays, rest and be with your family. Become a member today by logging on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live today. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live show perspective. Purchase a copy today by logging on to LarryReidLive.com. That's LarryReidLive.com. Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page and hit the bell. Text LRL to 404-999-7527. That's the words LRL to 404-999-7527. And get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, then download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
We're about to have a conversation.
All right, welcome to Larry Live. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I'm the host of the Larry Live show. And this is your favorite, most trusted digital entertainment news and talk show that is out here on the streets. I repeat, this is your most trusted digital
entertainment news and talk show, also your favorite, that is out here on these social media streets. What I need for you guys to do is to take a moment right now and hit like and hit share, please. This is my ask. So that we can make sure that this conversation goes just as far as some of the things that I was told that was said on the internet concerning one of our great gifts in the church and to the church and because of the church, which is Leandria Johnson. And I'm sure some of you guys saw what was posted everywhere. And so we're going to talk about that. And then also she sent me a video that she said that I could play for you guys and I could also post to my platform. And this will be her time speaking to it. Hey, Los Angeles and Greenville, South Carolina, and those you West Coast is in the house. All right, West Coast. Let me know what city and what state that you are watching from. The city and the state that you are watching me from. All right, so we're going to have the conversation, and I'm probably going to say some things that's going to offend some others, but my intention ain't to offend anybody. My intention is to just have the conversation, and the conversation needs to be had, and we need to get really clear about this before we go into 2025. Let me tell y'all something. Whatever you have sown, you are going to reap between the years of 2025 and 2030 in a way that you have never seen a return and a harvest. Now, the great thing about this is many of us have been sowing good seeds. We ain't been perfect, but we have been sowing good seeds intentionally. But then there are some of us who have been sowing seeds through our thoughts, words, deeds that are going to cause a return and a harvest that is going to be injurious to what it is that we're wanting to be, become, and do. So I think this is a great time at the last month of this calendar year, 2024, to be very intentional about how you want to manifest in the next 5 years. The number 5 is very powerful and it has a lot of meanings. And one of the ones that I want to concentrate on is how the number 5 is connected to what? The number 5, what is connected to? What are you saying? Well, there's no power in 5. Yes, there is. We called it 5, but 5 showed up for us to tell us what to call it. And 5 comes with meanings. The number 5 means grace, activation, strength, accomplishment, movement, exploration, change, and versatility. In the next 5 years, one of the things that you are going to be experiencing is change. Our whole nation, our money, the way that we do everything. And that change that you experience is going to be the direct result of the seeds that you have sown from 2019, all the way to 2004. 2019 to 2004, from 2019 to 2024. Thank you, Kendall. You did your job. That 5-year period was very significant. The next 5 years are going to be even the more significant. So it's a good idea right now that you begin to change the type seeds that you're sowing by what you do and what you say, because the next 5 years is going to be reaping season for you. And it can be a change that is the best thing you've ever experienced, or it can be a culmination of all of the things that you have said and done that were not profitable for you and others, that harmed you and others. So I just want to advise you as you move forward to just move forward with the different intentionality and purposefully, and with this one purpose above all for the next 5 years: harm nobody. Can everybody put that in the chat? Harm nobody. Hey, Sacramento, California. What up? Newark, New Jersey, Ohio. What up? Okay, who just calling me? Hold on, y'all. The prophets are texting. Okay. Alrighty. Harm nobody. Bring no harm to no one. And when I saw what was posted online, and this, let me show you what was posted everywhere online. Maybe you didn't see it, but this began to circulate on yesterday. When I began to see this circulate online, and it was sent to me 159,000 times, it seemed like. Everybody was telling me, this was sent to me, and they're like, Larry, what is going on? What is up? Leandria has been arrested. Now, when I first heard it, I didn't think it was true, but people always lying. And then I made a phone call, and the phone call just let me know that it was true and that she had been arrested. And when you look down there at the bottom, it says public drunkenness. So the arrest was all around alcohol, and being that Leandria has been on a journey to overcome alcoholism and in a fight with alcoholism, this began to create two different types and kinds of conversation amongst us all. Some of us was, man, she's still struggling with this thing. Let's pray for her. That's our gift. We love her. And then there were others that began to use it almost excited. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot that this thing was sitting up here on top of me. I done got caught up in what I had to say. I saw people post about Lee's arrest, and the posts were done in a very, very unkind, harmful way. Instead of people handling this with what I call a glove of love or just proper humanity, a lot of people chose to handle this like it was another story. Now, what I do, I only talk about what is public. If it's not public, I don't bring it out. If it is public and I want to discuss it, then I discuss it. But some other people and platforms, the moment they hear it, they put it out because they need a story. They need content. They need clicks. They need likes. They need engagement. I get it. I understand it. But there's still a way to do that to where you don't harm anyone. And even in being careful, you're still probably going to get someone that's going to say they were hurt or negatively affected by you discussing what they did. I hear that. I've heard that many times. I'm pretty sure other platforms, Shade Room, Jasmine Brand, there's so many neighborhood talk. I don't want to start calling names. TMZ. I'm pretty sure they have heard that. And that comes with the job, having the conversation. Somebody can still get hurt. But our intention while we're doing the job should not be to harm. And it just appears to me that some people just, their soul is just gone. Instead of using a single arrest as a headline, focus on the human behind the story. And her transparency about her struggle deserves respect, or at least acknowledgement, not mockery. It ain't right. That's not right. See, mocking a public figure's pain can reinforce the shame and make it harder in the addiction. And I don't think we think about that, because this is pain. At the root of addiction is some unresolved, unhealed pain. Now, this isn't Leandria went and got pregnant. She went and got caught with two guys and a girl. She got caught cussing and fighting. That's different. This here, we all know. We watch Ian Lavanzant. We know that this is an addiction. So everyone that touched this, now listen, this is not a rebuke to our white brothers and sisters that's talking about our black sister. This is a rebuke. I guess it's just I'm just like that, a rebuke to the black platforms that's ran by black people who would handle this in a very messy, disrespectful way. And then you wonder why you are not advancing in what it is that you're doing. The reason why is because of how you move and do these stories. It's horrendous to take an already hurting, addicted, struggling black single mom. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Black single business owner mom, and then just put it out like it's just a story because she got arrested. No, she got arrested because she had a drink that was open. Y'all know the law. And she was being Leandria when she was confronted. And really not her best self because she was in the throes of the addiction. So why would you come out here and put it out there like this is just another story? You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. This ain't no scandal like she got caught doing some. This is this girl dealing with an addiction. I want every platform to ask themselves a question. Am I reporting to create a conversation that needs to be had? Am I reporting to uplift, to warn, to teach? Am I reporting to lift up and praise? Or am I doing it to tear down and get paid? Ask yourself that question. When you're doing, now listen to what I said, what I'm about to say. When you're doing journalism, now I am not a journalist. Many of them online in these platforms aren't ran by people who have journalism degrees. But whenever your journalism strips away the humanity, you're doing nothing more than gossip. Larry Reid don't do gossip. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but my process is journalistic. And my operation is journalistic. And how I move behind the scene, straight up for humanity. This was not cool. And except for those that are very close and connected to me, all the rest of you guys that are LRLers and you watching right now, I want you to go find those platforms and comment up under there before they block you. You handled this story less than human. And you ought not never to go back to their platform, block them from all of your recommendations on YouTube, right click on it and say hide from my channel, hide this channel, and do not follow them because it's wrong. It's wrong. Am I saying don't talk about it? No, talk about it. It needs to be discussed, but not the way that y'all going about it. And I'm saying this for and don't start putting other platforms' names in here. Don't do that. Erase any comment that does that. Don't block them, but just erase it. If you do it after this, then block them. As a platform, you got to consider your words got a whole lot of power somewhere. And use them to bring the masses to an understanding, to bring information, to bring something out they didn't know before. But act like you got a heart and you're human. Just act like you got a heart and you're human. And I don't stand by that. Even those other platforms that did it, that you may see me, at least be friendly with, I want you to be clear, I don't approve of that. I may like them or fancy them or have some kind of relationship with them, but that is wrong. And I've said it to them that I know and have access to, and them to me, and I'm saying it to you in front of everybody. They're very clear. I don't move like that. And it ain't proper. A person's fight with alcoholism is complex. And my family is right now dealing with a situation where someone is dealing with alcoholism. It's not easy. Only highlighting their falls without mentioning that it's an ongoing battle. It shows a lack of fairness and empathy. And how can you do that to your Black sister who looked just like your mom? Tell me how. Please tell me how. See, Black women face a very unique challenge when it comes to addiction. I think Black women and women in general that struggle with addiction, they aren't handled the way that men who struggle with addiction are handled. They're not. Ask yourself how many Black women you know that's dealing with addiction. You probably don't know any who will say, I know someone who is dealing with addiction, and this person that woman says that she's dealing with addiction. No, Black women hide their addiction. This is how come we always find out the man who's addicted to porn, but we don't never hear about the woman who's addicted to porn. But let me tell you, as someone who has a job to minister to Black women, there are a lot of Black women who are addicted to porn, alcohol, pills. But we hear more about white women getting drunk and on pills, but not black women. Listen to what I'm telling you. I have a mom, a host of aunts, first cousins and sisters, and 2 daughters. I know what I'm talking about. When it comes to this, Leandra's creating this conversation, but this is family right here. And this is all about your community. And you're about to go into Christmas. We're going to see people who are silently struggling with addiction and won't ever tell the family, because y'all going to do the same way these platforms just did Leandria. And then when you look at black women in faith, in the church, in Christianity, who are struggling, mom is the word. Silence. You never will know. Research from the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism notes that the rates of alcohol use disorder in African American communities are comparable to the broader population. They're the same. We hear more about our other brothers and sisters when it comes to drinking than we do about the black community. We're dealing with the same shame. We got the same silence around it, more silence around it in the black church. And the reality is there's no support in the black gospel artist or gospel preacher community. There's no support for addiction. None. Especially alcohol addiction. There's none. George Bloomer told us that he was doing coke, I think it was cocaine, before he would come out and preach. And everybody knew he was addicted. But they just wanted him to get on stage and do what he do. No support. And I must say this. Leandria Johnson has a phenomenal gift, and we all want to hear her. Every time she got a date in the city, we want to go, because nothing like it is otherworldly. What it makes you feel and how she's able to sing her pain like joy, and it make you happy. But I think that we do her a disservice if we do not walk by her, touch her, and whisper a little prayer, or tell her, I love you and I'm praying for you. Get up there and sing now, because you got that gift God done gave you. We love that. But we're going to show up more as a support. Because as far as I'm concerned, what I saw online yesterday was not support. It was exploitation of a popular person being in a situation that is salacious, that would get clicks, likes, and views. And y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't know no other way to put it. So those of you that are struggling, I want you to get some help. I want you to talk to the people that are around you and get some help and create a support circle. Okay? So I called Leandria and she said, look, I'm going to do this video and I want you to play this video twice, Nancy. You know how to do it, don't you? I want you to play it twice. All right. Are y'all ready to hear from Leandria? Everybody hit like and hit share. We're about to hear from Leandria. Wait a minute. Let me see. If you're ready, put in the chat, ready. Look at the chat and see how many you get. Yeah, okay, y'all ready? You ready? You ready? All right. Make sure you play it twice. Go ahead.
Hey everyone, to all of my family, my friends, and my supporters. Thank you so much for your continued prayers and love. I do see all of the text messages and all of the phone calls. I'm just taking this time now to just really just woosah. And if y'all know me, like you know me, you know that this is a daily walk, and this has been a daily walk for me for some time now. And I'm yet still growing. So to Larry Reid, thank you so much for waiting to contact me to get it from me, opposed to everybody else just putting out what they want. Thank you, and I appreciate you and your fans. So just keep me lifted, and I'm gonna get through this. Love you all. Bye.
Play it again. Hit edit that. Yeah.
Hey everyone, to all of my family, my friends, and my supporters, thank you so much for your continued prayers and love. I do see all of the text messages and all of the phone calls. I'm just taking this time now to just really just woosah. And if y'all know me, like you know me, you know that this is a daily walk, and this has been a daily walk for me for some time now. And I'm yet still growing. So to Larry Reid, thank you so much for waiting to contact me to get it from me, opposed to everybody else just putting out what they want. Thank you, and I appreciate you and your fans. So just keep me lifted, and I'm gonna get through this. Love you all. Bye.
You know, I don't know why I was always able to see who she was. I don't know if y'all know the story, but when the world found out that she had a relationship with alcohol that needed to be watched, it was in 2015. The mother of my children, who was then my wife, sent it to me and said, Larry, you got to talk about this. And I said, I don't want to talk about it because I know what I'm going to say and what everybody else is saying. They're going to come at me because I didn't know Leandria at the time. I didn't know, I didn't have any relationship with her. And I just turned my Periscope on and I started talking. And I said, what are y'all doing? Y'all can't see that this is a gift from God to us, the church, and y'all not handling it right. Little did I know that out of all of the bishops and pastors and people that she know her that reach for her, she said, I don't know who this guy is, but can y'all get him and bring him to me? And that was the beginning of our relationship in 2015. And kind of find out we were born days apart. We're both Aquarius. And we're so much alike when it comes to our disdain for what don't work, especially in the church. So I want you guys to keep her in prayer. And that's it. All right, I love you. Y'all take care. And make sure you go and watch the documentary from Ghana. I think that would be a great blessing to you. It's on the platform here. I'm going to show you a little bit of it right now. Y'all take care and share this video out. Bye. A lie has been told to you, and you have believed it.
it still has such an intensity, and the energy and the vibration in that place, you can feel it once you arrive.
At that moment, they allowed me to release my emotion.
Columbus never set a foot on any American soil before he died.
The lie is being exposed.
This is for real. They took our strong and able people, but they could never take all Africans away. And today, we have returned in peace.